Just to let everybody know before we start the meeting, we have the OWL recording and the transcript, and this will be posted online once the meeting has concluded.
All right, it's 1 o'clock. I'm going to call the meeting to order of the Senior Advisory Board. Today is Thursday, April the 10th. Any citizens' comments?
None received.
Nobody's been send anything in. All right, we'll move to our agenda items. C1, consider approval of minutes for the March 13th, 2025 meeting and take appropriate action. Anybody have any corrections? I have one. I do not see Ruth's name. Were you here last month? So she was not.
Which we don't count her. Absent.
Okay, all right, that was my question. Were there any other corrections to the minute? Anything that you can see?
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as written.
I second it.
Okay, motion been made and seconded to approve the minutes of the last meeting. All those in favor? Opposed? All right, let's go on to C2. Review events and activities. This agenda item allows board members to discuss and give feedback on any activities or events attended and review the upcoming calendar. Y'all have had a chance to go through all the April events. Any corrections or any questions about anything that's on the activity? Anybody do anything fun?
Yes.
Okay.
Chuck Cone.
Oh, was it? Okay.
We had a full bus this time. And
How many of you?
I think there was 44 total,
Yes.
You went on the bus?
40. The bus held 40. So we were a little bit overbooked, so we took the bus and vans. And we're going again in August. So,
Did you win money?
I did. Yes.
Okay.
Did anybody else win money?
Yeah, we had more winners this time, I think, than we've ever had before. Everybody proclaimed to be a winner just about. So,
Now, winning means you come back with more than you had.
and I came back with a lot more than I did.
Or do you play the tables?
Congratulations.
But I don't gamble. I can play Texas Hold'em.
Or what? Texas
Oh,
Hold'em?
yeah. I don't gamble.
And I just want to say
I think that's gambling.
our breakfast that we had on Monday, we had 73 that attended. I think that's the highest number that we've had in a while for breakfast. So that's great news.
Yes, it was great.
It was a full house. We had
It
like
was.
one full table kind of turned over, like.
Yeah.
Like people got up and left and more people came in and sat down at that table.
Who drives that bus?
It's a charter.
Or did you?
So next month we will be
We will
for
be
breakfast here.
one last breakfast
One last
here.
breakfast here, and then after that, it will be back at Bridge Connection. Oh, yes, back home.
So, I just want to mention, we're having fishing fun on April 26th. We're still looking for volunteers if you haven't signed up already. And then, on the trip schedule, the Arboretum from May has been changed to Lone Star Park.
May I ask why?
See,
Because, the flowers are done blooming.
Oh.
At the Arboretum.
Oh, okay. So Lone Star Park, is there horse racing?
Yes, it's a horse racing.
Well, I mean, I know what Lone Star. Park is.
And it includes all the non-alcoholic drinks you want, but you'll need to buy your own dinner. And it is in the evening.
Oh, it is in the evening.
Is it live racing or?
Yeah. they are.
Live
They
racing.
don't always.
Yeah.
No, no.
That trip is live racing.
Yes,
And we've gone before.
Yeah.
And it's always been a full trip. So it's been
20.
successful.
22,
Hmm.
y'all in 22, I think, was the last time.
8 years ago.
Last time we had 22.
Y'all-
More than that.
I don't think, no, he's saying 2022.
Oh, 2022. Yeah. Yeah.
You did?
That's- yeah.
Missed that one.
For sure.
It's a great trip. Sign up because of the
fun.
Did people sign up knowing, thinking that it was gonna be Arboretum and then switch to Lone Star? Do they know before they
No,
signed up?
the trip is taxable.
Okay. All right, any other, events we need to review, talk about? Let's move on to C. Agenda item will ask board members to report, discuss, and exchange information regarding any updates, Spotlight Memorial Century, social program series, or renovation subcommittees. The Veterans Day Subcommittee rescheduled its March meeting to April 15th. No reports from subcommittees were submitted at the time of this report.
I can report that on the Veterans Day Committee, we have a potential guest speaker already lined up. Jackie and hopefully Robert and I will be going out to lunch with the retired general. And hopefully he'll be our guest speaker.
But it's not for.
Well, he's, I can't say 100%, but I can say
Okay.
99% sure.
Anything, I don't have anything on Spotlight to report. Memorial,
We have someone who's certainly qualifies to be on the memorial committee.
The board.
The board needs to,
The subcommittee boards.
the memorial, committee needs to get together and discuss it.
we just got the new forms and the new criteria, but they'll work on that, presented at the next meeting.
Candidate.
But Virginia Clay passed away and she was a volunteer for 20 years.
Who's that?
Virginia Clay.
Okay.
And so she's definitely worthy of the award or the
Recognition.
recognition.
How old was she? How old was Virginia?
93.
93. And she had been a volunteer up until the past few years.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago when she was still volunteering with them.
Real volunteer.
So Veterans Day, we touched on that. Then you'll have your meeting on April 15th. The Century, nobody's been suggested. You haven't had any names coming away from the Century. Renovation,
Renovation, they're starting to do, I think it's ceilings. Working on, some of the small items or like the finishes. But they're going through and getting walkthroughs done right now with the fire marshal and all that, so that way there are no hiccups come May 12th. And down when we get to, future meetings, May 8th, we'll do a walkthrough. We won't have an actual board meeting, but we'll have a walkthrough on May 8th. So that's, I think it's at 1 o'clock
so we'll meet over there at 1 o'clock
on May
for
8th.
the walk.
Yeah.
What, that we are gonna invite council and park board to participate. It's middle of the day. I don't know if all of them will be able to attend, and it will be posted. An event that any of them might be there, so city secretary is gonna take care of that, so just let everybody know. If you see more people than just senior by the report, that's it. I think it's good. It'll be, we were getting questions from council, and I think this is a good little preview before we open the doors on the tour. Be good.
And we still are on board for May 12th, correct?
Yes.
All right, social program series. Jennifer, do you have anything to address for our July event?
Yes, I would like to know what the theme is that y'all would like to do. And what kind of food you would like.
We talked about more finger foods, something like sandwiches and chips and it's easier than the taco.
Good.
Something I want.
You know, something like in the good old summertime, watermelon, strawberries, lemonade, chicken
Yeah,
salad,
melon,
you know, just kind of. Yeah, kind of a picnic kind of thing.
Yeah.
So like strawberry shortcake, we talked about that, strawberry lemonade. Just do a picnic without watermelon, right? Chicken salad sandwich is something easy, fingery, yeah, not fair.
Who's on that committee?
Tammy, Rick, and Deb.
Deb.
I haven't. We haven't talked.
Before the
last
June, yeah. So
Oh, I
so
don't
those are some
have-
ideas.
Oh.
Yeah, and
Can I set up a meeting to really nail down some stuff?
Yeah, okay.
And we put together the axe throw game, the
Yes.
hatchet throw.
Yeah.
It's hard.
You what?
No, Jack won. Her husband, Jack. We set it, we had a cookout the other day. We set it up.
And the-
Two people to get it put together.
The games y'all want is that axe game
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
fun.
It's fun.
and ring toss
And the
and the pie walk.
Or
Feel-
pepper walk, we can change it, it can be cookies or whatever would be easier.
I mean, the pies was
Pies were-
easy and they were well loved,
They were.
but it's y'all's choice if y'all want cake or pie or both. Okay,
I think there's a mobile axe throwing truck that you can rent.
I don't know, that $10 I spent for that hatchet game was pretty, I thought it was a pretty
Did
good
it,
buy.
did it come with an instructor?
I think so, yeah.
Because
I
if it
think
comes with an
it's-
instructor, it'd be worth it,
I think-
because you get,
Yeah.
like little technique,
I'm
like how to throw
Pretty
without
sure,
Well, you have to
throwing
step
your arm out.
you can step into it. Just one.
it comes with 2 lanes.
Yeah, but you have to be careful not
It
to.
has
Yes.
So a mobile axe throwing,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw one in March. So, hey, Sorry.
That sounds like fun.
Is the axe sharp?
very sure.
Yes.
they're like, what?
the ones that we were thinking were not sharp.
No,
No,
they
they're
just,
not.
no, they just go into.
What could go wrong with a bunch of sharp axes?
Oh, no, you don't.
But we're doing with adults.
You do work out.
Okay.
Like that.
The whole room has on film.
And then what, and entertainment.
And then
We're
there's
gonna-
a fire walking next door.
Walk on a broken glass.
Fire walking chair available.
What would y'all like for entertainment?
Well, the DJ was pretty much lost on the event last time because they doing the highway. And I heard that maybe the music, I didn't really get in there, but I heard the music was a little too
The
contemporary.
photo booth is kind of an.
Like if you're doing a picnic, just
Or
like a
place.
single musician with a guitar, with an acoustic guitar, sitting in the corner playing some little, out in the summer day. It's kind of cool. Just a guitar player.
Guitar. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
guy.
saying, or we
Or
could,
girl. Yeah, nothing too crazy, but you just get.
Any other ideas?
well, she's gonna be,
Well, I mean, I know, but to listen, some of the ideas to take back to the committee, so.
Yeah.
We had talked about, what was that guy's name? Gigi, the one that we got from one, thinking about him for this or for something else, Jackie?
Um,
The one that we had at the Valentine's.
I think we were thinking about, once we got back to the building,
Okay, all right.
bringing him back for something.
Okay, that's fine. And we saw, speaking of events and things coming up, we went to see Tim. Brother Eddie's son Tim is a comedian. And he had a show last week. It was called Mixed Nuts, and it was several, I think there were like 6 comedians.
Right.
They all did a couple minutes, but it was all clean comedy.
Huh.
And we were trying to figure out how much they would cost, but it was kind of like they got the door. The price of the tickets were, that is what they split up between them. But they were funny. Some of them were really funny. So, you know, in the future, going down the line, if we want to do something a little bit different, it's not music and just, I
Well,
think it
we
was
have a
almost,
nice theater coming.
well, you would hope you would get more people than just you could
Just
fit
so.
in the theater. Yeah, but they were funny, and we talked about maybe trying to get them, so down the road, doing something. Mixed Nuts is the name of it.
It's,
Do we want to do the cake box again?
They're going to do that. Yes,
We're going to do the cake.
Uh-huh. All right, anything else we need to discuss about events? So you all will meet, and.
You know,
Yeah.
I know, just thinking about like past events, one company that I worked with, it was actually kind of more of a fundraiser. But we did a pie throwing booth and we had the executive
Oh,
there. People paid $1.
you mean like,
Those two right there?
I don't.
like the director of the Parks and Rec? and
Or the
the-
ducking booth, or the mayor, not the city council members.
I don't want to get our ballroom dirty.
Thank you, Jackie.
I really don't want to get it dirty. Oh, outside.
Patio.
But, you know, and you could, with, you go get a ticket to go in for a prize or something.
Write that down, Jennifer. Hold that thought. Now we'll go,
We did a
we'll
ducking
go for the
booth
beer
too.
too.
That
All
was
right.
extra challenging than the water. Yeah.
All right, any other ideas that we might have for events? We'll share with Rick, Deborah, who couldn't make it. She was flying in from Boston and she missed her flight. And Tammy. All right, if nothing else on that, we will go to C4. Then to discuss agenda items for future senior advisory board meetings. This item was placed on the agenda so that board members could recommend topics they would like discussed at future meeting. No topics were submitted at the time of this report.
Just a reminder, May, we won't have our meeting, we will do walkthrough. So that means in June is when you'll see the second quarter report. Normally we do it in May, but because we're not holding a meeting in May, we'll see it in June. Second quarter report. And that second quarter is October, November, December, January, February.
October through March.
Correct.
Red. In June, the sunset review. We have a date for that? For the sunset review?
You all right? You all right?
No, we don't have anything from city secretary on that yet.
So we will not have a meeting between now.
We'll send some. Either through city secretary or through us, we'll send something out. Blind copy wise, information will get out. We don't have.
We're not gonna have the walkthrough.
May 8th.
May 8th,
I thought May.
yep, at 1:00 over at the Branch Connection. So anything else on our schedule? Anything else on this? Yeah. So standard meetings, July, August, September, October, November, December, we're gonna flip flop and we'll have the holiday lunch at 12 o'clock and the meeting will be, no. The meeting will be at 11:30 and the lunch will be at 12.
And then November will be year in review, but don't have a date for that. It'll be either the first or the second council meeting.
It will be either,
Study session.
yes, and then depending upon, because I believe last year during November and December, they only had one city council meeting for the month. The mayor has said that there will be 2 every month,
I
so.
think it's still except October
Okay.
because of National Night.
Okay.
So
Anything else?
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded to adjourn. All those in favor? Opposed? Thank you all for coming today. Have a wonderful day. Beautiful weather. Enjoy your weekend. Get with Jennifer if you are interested in helping with the fishing fun on April 6th. From 8 until 11.